What's going on YouTube? DOAKABONDS Urban Tech Reviews, and today on the channel I'm going to be doing a video about all the things that I like about the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing on the list is the build quality. Anybody who's put one of these in your hand, held one of these, you know that the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is a monster. It feels really, really good. It looks really good. The build quality on this is one of the best Samsung has ever put out. It's a lot better than the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge or S7 Plus Edge, whatever it is, S7 Edge, because these edges on this side don't actually fall off as much as they did on the S7 Edge. So when you talk about edge, you got this little edge here, but it's nothing like the S7 Edge. So if this kind of discourages you, like, oh, I don't want to mess with the edge because I didn't like the S7 Edge, this is totally different. The edge on this is a lot better, a lot less drop off, a lot better feeling than the edge on the S7. Next thing on the list is the camera, and the camera on this is 12 megapixel rear camera and an 8 megapixel front facing camera. But the thing that I like about the camera, one of the best features of the camera, is Pro Mode. So if you go into the camera, and if you're one of them people that know about apertures and all that type of stuff, then you want to check this out. All right, so you go into the camera, checking out the camera, and you scroll, you know, to the left, right, or whatever, and you see a mode called Pro. Click that, and this lets you change the ISO. It lets you change from standard, manual focus. You can change the white balance. You can change all this different stuff, man. You see the aperture plus 1.3, and it changes, you know, depending on where you move the camera. But you can go to manual focus by clicking that. Standard, you can change all of these settings right here. This stuff is dope. I'm telling you, if you're one of them people who want to get into you're into photography and then you get this phone, you'll be surprised about how many different features and stuff that you can change with Pro Mode on this phone. Definitely dope. The next thing on the list is the curved edges. Like I said, it's nothing like the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. It's nothing like that. So the edges on this, they don't fall off as much. They're really here, you know, they're not as sharp. You know, this phone was constructed and built way better than the S7 Edge. So like I say, I try to tell people who are discouraged, who had the S7 Edge, who didn't like the feel of the S7 Edge, or you didn't like the curves of the S7 Edge, you thought it was too much. I'm telling you, this phone is totally different, totally, I would say, reconstructed as far as build quality, because the build quality is totally different than the S7 Edge. The next thing on the list would be the iris scanner. The iris scanner is one of the best features on this device. It works, I would say, the majority of the time. And I'm gonna stand from behind the camera, and you know what I mean, you scroll up, and from behind the camera, you know, boom, it's open. You know what I mean? It works. They added a whole bunch of different masks that you can use this time. So way different than the Note 7. You got a ton of masks that you can use, probably about 20 or so. You know what I mean? So it's an upgrade from before, but I mean, it could be gimmicky if you're not into that type of stuff. You just keep it on the basic stuff or whatever like that. The next thing that I like about the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is the battery life. I tell you the story every time I say it. Every time I talk to people about this phone, I say that I got 16 hours plus of battery time and still had 29% left of battery. This phone battery, 3500 milliamp, 3500 milliamp battery is a beast. I would say almost second to none. There's not too many phones on the market that especially Samsung devices, that's gonna give you that type of battery life for that long. The next thing on the list would be charging time. This phone, for a 3500 milliamp battery, for as long as the battery lasts and whatever this battery is going to do for you, charging time is nothing. You go basically from 0% to about 50% in about 30 minutes. You can go 0 to 100% in about an hour. Next on the list is expandable memory. Anybody who has one of these devices, you know that Samsung has it comes with 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and for a lot of people that's enough. You know what I mean? My kids on their iPhones, they got 64 gigabyte iPhones, so they're plenty enough pictures, plenty enough music, plenty enough whatever you need on there. For me, doing these videos, using my phone, you know, footage and all that stuff, it could be enough, but it's not enough. So I put a memory card in here, SD card, and I upped it to 128. It is expandable up to 256 gigabytes, which is definitely dope, and it's definitely going to put you in a different bracket when it comes to videos and pictures and music and stuff that you can save on your device. The next thing on the list will be Bluetooth 5.0, and Bluetooth 5.0 was fairly new to me. I didn't know much about it. I read a lot about it, and Bluetooth 5.0 is definitely the wave of the future. It gives you the ability to pair two Bluetooth devices together and play them simultaneously. It's a dope feature, and it's called dual audio. So say you had two Bluetooth devices that you was trying to use. What you do is you go into there, hit dual audio, and then it says you can play sound from two different Bluetooth devices, the same music. This is great. This is awesome. I wish phones would have came out. I wish Samsung would have came out with this a lot sooner, but I'm definitely happy that they have the feature now. The next thing that I like on the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is the screen size. Though it's not a phablet, some might say it is, 6.2 inches is a lot of screen. You know what I mean? That's what she said. 6.2 inches is a lot of screen. A lot of real estate, a lot of things, a lot of room to do a lot of work on. But 6.2 inches of real estate is no small comparison. You know what I mean? No problem with that. And you're going to be able to see a lot. You're going to be able to do a lot. You're going to be able to just, you know, put your hands all over it. And you're going to love it. You know what I mean? I love it. And last on the list is Super AMOLED display. Big fan of Samsung and the Super AMOLED display. You see how the black is. I got all black theme, so everything's black. Pull down your menu. You know what I mean? You get into the menu, everything's black. I mean, the black display is just beautiful. You know what I mean? The other colors that show up on top of the black are just wonderful. They look good. I mean, it makes this device really, really stand out. You know what I mean? You go other places, and especially, you know what I mean, if you change the bar down here, because, you know, this bar is changeable, so you can change that right there, you know what I mean, and change it to black. It just all just runs together, you know what I mean? It's just a river flow of blackness, you know what I mean, that you love, you know, twin brother darkness, you know. But I really feel it. I mess with it, you know what I mean? It's one of the best features of the phone. But it's DOAKABONDS Urban Tech Reviews. If you like this video, click that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on the little Android guy in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, you can do that easily by clicking the description, going into the description, clicking every one of those links, and following me on every one of my social media sites. And we out.